Hey guys, it's Penguin here, and welcome back to another gold making video. Today we're going to be discussing the holiday event for Easter called Noblegarden and how to use it to your advantage to make some gold over the holidays. Now, for 2021, the event runs from April 5th all the way to April 12th. And as you guys are seeing this video, it is currently going to be posted on April 6th. So if you are seeing this the day it comes out, you have about 6 more days of this event, and of course, depending on the time you're viewing this, you will have to see how many days are left, or perhaps you've missed it. But this is going to be about Noblegarden, which is the Easter event for WoW, and let's get started. So, in this guide, I'm going to be talking about the actual gold making aspects of this event. There are multiple achievements as well as cosmetic items that you can get throughout this event. However, I will not be discussing that because this is strictly meant for gold making and not just in general how to go about the event. So, this event has 2 main gold makers. There is a very high value pet as well as a high value mount that you can only get during this event each year. The first thing we're going to be talking about is the Swift Spring Strider, which is the mount that you can get during Noblegarden, and it costs 500 chocolates. Now, we'll be discussing how to get chocolates later, but this mount goes for 500 chocolates, and currently on my realm, they sell for 200k. Now, keep in mind, I am on a low pop realm, so this might be a little bit cheaper for you. Wowhead gives an estimate of about 85k, and the Undermine Journal gives an estimate of about 99k for US regions. So, depending on your realm, depending on the population, this mount will fluctuate in price, but we could say it's generally going to be about 100k per mount. Now, the second item that is very, very nice is the Noblegarden Bunny. It is the most high value companion that you can get during this event, and it costs 200 chocolates. Now, this bunny currently goes for about 15k on my server, but it goes anywhere up to 30k on other servers and possibly 40k if you are lucky. Now, Wowhead gives an average of about 28k per bunny, while the Undermine Journal gives it about an 18k. So as you can see, the average is kind of all over the place. But anyways, this could be about 15 to 30k per bunny that you decide to buy. Now, there are 2 other companions that you can purchase during this event. There is the Spring Rabbit's Foot, which is just a rabbit companion. It costs 100 chocolates. However, the US average is about 500 gold per rabbit. So this is not worth it at all to me. Also, you are able to get these through the event. Basically, you are going to be collecting eggs for chocolate, and this rabbit has a chance to drop from those said eggs. So honestly, if you are farming this for the mount or the bunny, then you will probably end up with 5 to 10 rabbits depending on how much you are farming. Now, lastly, there is the Bouquet of Flowers, which is also 100 chocolates. However, it is bind on pickup, and it is something that is not able to be sold. So if you're looking into this, then it is strictly just for you to have it in sakes of completing your collections. However, this is not exactly a gold making companion. Alright, so we have the actual gold making aspect put out the way. Now we're going to be talking about how to actually afford them and the best way to farm and do so. So what this event is basically a big scavenger hunt. Now, there are a few dailies and a few quests that you can do at each location. However, it is mainly for the achievements, and it will not necessarily give you any more chocolates than you just farming. So I would not recommend them unless you strictly want to focus on achievements. So basically, you will be doing a big egg scavenger hunt throughout many zones of the world, and it is basically in every single starting area for every single race. We have Azur's Watch, Goldshire, Brill, Razor Hill, Bloodhoof Village, Falcon Wing Square, Satrath City, and basically those are the most well known. Of course, I probably missed a few of the Alliance starting zones since I'm not as good with them. And of course, other zones are also having these Easter egg hunts, so you can just take a look around. However, what I listed is the most popular of the bunch. Now, what you will be doing is if you go into one of these locations, for example, I farmed in Bloodhoof Village for about 25 minutes, and I was able to get 200 chocolates. Now, how to go about this is that you will want to go to one of these locations, and there are 2 ways to farm these eggs. Now, if you are in a more secluded area and you do not have a lot of competition, and you are on a lower pop realm with not a lot of players, then you will be able to just circle around the area and collect all the eggs you can. Eggs are force spawnable, so as you make the circles, they will just keep respawning until you stop farming them. Now, if you are alone, this way is the best way to go because, once again, you have all the eggs to yourself and you are not worried about other people gathering the same ones as you, and it is probably the best way to do so when you are solo. On average, if you are doing this and running circles, you'll get anywhere between 300 eggs to 400 eggs per hour, and every time you open an egg, you will either get a chocolate or a pet/cosmetic item. Now, 98% of the time, you will get a chocolate, and other percent of the time, you might get a shirt, might get a dress, and you also might get that rabbit's foot pet. On average, somebody opening 360 eggs will get about 340 chocolates. So it is pretty slim to not get it. So for this example, we are just going to be converting eggs into straight chocolates, even though it is not exact. So that being said, if you run around the zone solo, just collecting all the eggs you can, you will get anywhere between 300 and 400 chocolates per hour, which is pretty good because in about an hour and a half, or a little over an hour, you will have enough to buy 1 mount, which is equated to 100k on average. So if you take that into consideration, in about an hour to 1.5 hours, you'll be able to make 100k. Also, if you want to do the battle pet route, you'll be able to afford 2 pets in an hour for 400 chocolates, which means you'll be getting anywhere between a 30 to 60k value, but they are battle pets. Now, the second way, which is the better way in my opinion, is to sit and claim a spot while there's mass competition. Now, the reason why this is the best is because on servers where you're either in a very populated zone or you are just a full pop server with a lot of players, there are going to be lots of competition around. There's going to be many other players trying to collect the same eggs as you, and they will basically just despawn in front of your eyes. Now, to prevent this, you can choose an area. I like to scout the zone and find an area where 2 to 3 eggs are pretty close together, and basically I will claim that in my area. Currently on screen, you should be seeing me farm, and as you can see, I basically selected one area by the tent and this area behind the totem pole, where basically those were the 2 eggs that I would constantly check, and those would be the ones that I would loot. Using this method, in about 25 minutes, I was able to get 200 eggs. So if we take that, 200 eggs in about 25 minutes, we'll be able to get 480 to anywhere between 500 eggs per hour, which is exactly enough needed for 1 mount, which is once again going on my realm for anywhere between 100 to 200k, 200k on my realm, which means I would be getting 200k an hour, which is crazy. Now, keep in mind that during my time, during that 25-minute period, there were 2 people that decided to try and take the spot from me, so I actually was down to only 1 egg, and instead of checking 2 spots, I was basically only able to check 1 spot because of the competition that people were trying to claim it over me. So I would be getting a lot more eggs if I did not have that competition, and if I did not have that person basically trying to steal the eggs from me. However, it is very reasonable that people are probably going to be trying to do that if there's a mass amount of players in that area. But once again, if you do have a mass amount of players, I would go pick a location and just try to find a few eggs close to each other instead of trying to run around and try to claim everything. Just claim about 2 eggs, and that's the best way to go. Currently, for Alliance players, I know that Azure's Watch is one of the best areas to go for this type of farming, because around the main center area, there are lines of eggs, basically, and so lots of people set up and claim about 2 of them each, and all you have to do is stay stationary and just click on the eggs as they spawn. So if you are an Alliance player, that is definitely the way to go, and if you are a Horde player, I do like Bloodhoof Village. there's kind of those same type of spawns around the tents, but of course, I would just go to the most populated area and find a few eggs to camp. So yeah, guys, basically to just sum it up, between your two different types of farming, just pick a location and you'll get anywhere between 300 to 500 or even 600 eggs per hour, which is really, really good because you're basically estimating about 100k profit per hour if you take the US average cost of each of these mounts. Now, please keep in mind that once again, these are holiday items, and whenever the holiday is over, you are not able to obtain them anymore, which means that a lot of people stockpile these items and wait a few months, anywhere between 3 to 6 or even 1 month after the holiday to actually start selling these. You will see as the event goes on, the mounts and the pets will get a lot cheaper because a lot more people are actually buying them and putting them on the auction house to sell. During the event, that will be where these items are the cheapest. So if you do see a really sweet deal, I would suggest buying it out, hold on to it for a few months until that price goes back up and you can sell it. Basically, my game plan is to be collecting a few of the mounts as well as a few of the pets and just hold them in my guild bank for about 3 to 6 months, and then I will start selling them again once the price rises a ton. You can look on the history of your realm and you can basically see that right now they're going to be dimming and going to the lowest that they will sell for, and a few months back they were selling for probably the highest that they were selling for. So you just have to remember that holiday mounts are best to be just stored instead of selling it right on the holiday, but of course you can do however you feel. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped you. I really enjoy this event, actually. I think it's very simple. However, the rewards you can get are actually very nice, and I think the rabbit is really, really cute. So if you guys enjoyed, please leave a comment, like, or even subscribe if you want. We are almost to 4,000 subscribers, which is insane. I'm excited for the things that we're going to be doing once we hit 5K. That's the next milestone, and I'm really excited about that video and everything that's going to be going on. If you want updates, make sure you check out the Discord down below. We have over 800 members, which is just amazing, and it can help you because there are 800 people that can help you solve your issues with either TSM or just general gold making questions. Also, make sure you check out my Twitch. I am streaming 4 days a week for about 3 hours every day, and it is great. There's so many great people out there, and I would really love to grow that as well. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good day.